Yo, yo, yo. Damn, y'all already dropped 10 likes. I like barely started the stream. Alright, 1 second. Uno segundo. Alright. I got a lot of posting to do in chat. But first, good morning. Who's all in here? We got Matty Ice, we got Purple Mango, Carter, Dr. J, Adam. Good morning to every single one of you. Good morning, Sand Dollar. And yeah, I said it at the yesterday's stream. I said there's a pretty large chance we have an inside day. As you can see, our pre-market is perfectly starting that out. But we are rejecting a pretty good level. We're rejecting 566 in pre-market, so we could take a nice little dip right at the open towards 562.50s. It looks like kind of testing this support here. I don't know why I'm not using my cursor to talk. But yeah, we could see a good pullback down here. So that will be interesting. I thought my dog wanted back in. She's like, nah, just kidding. Good morning, BB fam. Hope all are well. Remember, we got this. Good morning, E. Good morning, Dom G. Good morning, Kevo. Yeah, guys, thank you for the likes already. Seriously. 15 that quick is pretty insane. Alright, so, I need to start posting in Discord. If you guys have questions, you can check the levels channel. So 1 second, because I need to repost these. Alright, so SPY, let's make sure we're on the right chart. We are. Why are my zones like way off though? There we go. You know what? Not even gonna color it. We'll just leave it there. I think I already added this. I'm more or less just double checking. We did. That was yesterday. That's right. Alright, so SPY. I'm going to just type some kind of short-term stuff, some vague stuff, but I'll give some better updates, of course, in the live stream itself because I can actually explain things. But kind of just type out, I'm going to type out kind of how I explain it to you guys. Pre-market struggling. With the rejection of PDCP and 567s. Above 567s, we can expect some buyers towards 569s and PDH. Of course, beyond the PDH supply, and we expect 572s / 573.70s. shift enter, below 562.50s, we can expect sellers to pick up momentum. And spelling is on point today. Of course, any continued rejection, 566 is short-term bearish, as covered in stream yesterday. Because yeah, high key, this was all talked about in yesterday. We're just kind of giving the opportunity of the pre-market not moving like a ton. Like, it is down, but it's not down like, you know, a billion %. It's not up 10%. You know, we're still right here in the ballpark. So all we've really done is just push down under the pivot area, and we're rejecting the pivot area. So we're like just a hair more bearish than bullish before the open has even begun. So that's basically all I'm saying in this post. And that's SPY. Now we got to do that for 4 more charts. So we're going to do /ES because it's going to be pretty similar but different numbers. Hold up, I got to fix this. This is bugging me. Oh, there we go. Never have your chart that wide. Too much. I'm not going to lie. I don't trade futures, but holy shit, that is a wide area. There we go. That's a little bit more comfortable to look at. I was looking at that. I'm like, damn, if we do break this, we could just fall way down here. And yeah, it's going to be pretty similar game plan to everything I just covered on SPY, except the numbers are going to be different. But the positioning is the exact same thing. The pivot area is right here. We kind of struggled with it in pre-market. Not as bad as the SPY chart, but definitely struggling with it. So hold up. I'll go back to reading comments in the YouTube again after I finish typing all these plans, but this is pretty important. So make sure you're either listening or going to check the levels channels for what we are looking at. So we did SPY. We're doing SPY futures real quick. Then we're going to go to NQ, IWM, SPX, all the good stuff. And then if you guys have any individual tickers or any questions, we can, of course, talk about that. But we got about 30 minutes, so I'm going to try to use my time right. Oh, sorry guys, I'm like thinking in my head. Same plan as SPY essentially, but of course the numbers will be way different, but the look is the same so far. Above 57.36 towards previous day high, and then in parentheses I'm kind of typing out the previous day high, just kind of area. 57. 57.50 to 57.60. But of course, the rejection of the pivot area, and then I'm going to type the pivot area in parentheses, 57.15 to 57.2250. Or loss of 56.84 can bring more sellers. Towards mid 5600s, and then send that, and we gotta do NQ. Bear with me guys, good morning if you're getting in here. I'm trying to go through all the charts real quick that I promised I would start doing, so I'm just trying to do them in a timely manner. Oh, wow, NQ looks a lot different. The chart looks different, but the movement's the exact same. Actually, this would be even probably more aggressive because on SPY and SPY futures, there's like rejections and slight lower highs, but these are like definitive lower highs. And there's no doubt. They're battling previous day open already. They're kind of already in the bogged down area. This is what I would call like a bogged down, you know. You kind of got the break of a pretty good level, but there's another area here. So there's just a bunch of really ugly price action, but it's not ugly at all, actually. We talked about this yesterday. It's actually very beautiful. So generally, I would not continue to short NASDAQ if it wasn't, unless it's under this. But a rejection of this is a good sign. So it's kind of like, that's kind of the game plan for that chart. So hold up, I gotta type that as well. Good morning, though. Make sure to like the stream, share the stream around. We are doing public streams again for a while. I am thinking about doing another month of member-only streams, though. Like, it'd be kind of cool to go back and forth, because that was a lot of fun, not gonna lie. It was definitely kind of a vibe being in here with just, you know, just members. Because it was pretty loose. It felt a little bit more relaxed. Let me type this out, though. I'm saying not a great sign. Yeah, type night. Not a great sign for buyers to reject the 20,000 mark, but would not flip more bearish short term until the previous day low area is broken. No, I'm sorry. That's not the right area. Until the pivot area under is broken. That's not even previous day low. And then we're going to type those big ass numbers, 19,786 to 19,825.50. Any dip above that or retake of 20K can be short-term bullish. That's NQ. And then I'm going to go to the premium part of chat. I got to post IWM and SPX. But guys, go into the levels channel, drop a check on them so I can see that you are all looking or going to check on it. The levels channel again in the Discord. Alright, now we gotta do IWM, SPX, and then I can focus on you guys on YouTube. Which I feel like I'm kind of covering the same plan over and over, but damn, this chart's actually pretty clean. But I was gonna say, it's kind of like we're covering the same plan over and over, but it's kind of a good thing. Because then whenever you switch to a different chart, you'll be at least a little bit more prepared for like kind of the template of how it looks. I said pre-market high and 202.40s are my initial barriers for this to break out more, so keep those marked. That's kind of all I'm typing for IWM. And then SPX. I'll wait till this one's actually... Alright, so actually I can go straight to talking to you guys again. Whoops, not XPY, I want SPY. There we go. And we might have to do this chart today. And then I'll just flick through them as I need to. Oh, nice. We're on the wrong chart again. Hold up. There we go. Does anybody need me to repeat any of the game plans posted on SPY Futures, NASDAQ Futures, or IWM? I did not go over the SPX plan yet, so if you missed that, don't worry, you didn't miss it yet. Because we didn't cover it yet. Good morning, VC. Good to see you. Let me scroll up. Let me start over. We need to get you some of the smart chalk for your screen. I got fired from Pepsi factory today. Tested positive for Coke. Sandollar says, I knew you were a Cokeaholic. Just took down 20 kids in an effing match. I am in the zone. What the hell are you playing? Cheeseburger, Pepsi, no Coke. What the hell are we talking about in here? Good morning, fam. What's up, Alexis? Yo. Good morning, John G. Good to see you, man. Maddie, it's not just futures. Everything is different. The quotes, y'all's quotes are completely different. It's annoying all around, to be honest. RGTI like a boomerang, out and up, back and down again. It is like a boomerang. Good morning. Been a busy month. What's up, Manus? Good to see you. I hope your month gets a little bit more freed up. Hopefully it's a good busy, though, Manus. See Tesla. Oh, my bad. I guess I could check charts a little longer. What am I doing? Good morning, Susan. Good to see you. The middle, Carter, you asked, that middle zone on SPY, is that the daily fib, right? The whole zone? Well, this is the PDCP, and then this is just a fib extension of that big-ass drop. This is that first target down. And then I just highlighted it to make it a little easier to see. No problem, Carter. Good question. Yeah, so you'll see me do that sometimes. Like, technically, this doesn't actually have, like, a zone there. But because I see a level here, I mean, like, technically, yes, you could scalp this. Like, I'm not ever going to bitch at someone if they're on the 1 minute and they scalp this. Because, like, that's a whole dollar. You know, that's nice. But, I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, like, I'm just not really wanting to utilize just $1, you know? So when I see levels like kind of that close, I just go ahead and combine it. Use the area. Yeah, it's like it's to kind of like make yourself be more patient. It doesn't actually do anything. It's like a mental thing. Plus, in my opinion, like you said, I think it just looks nicer. But it doesn't matter if you guys are watching NASDAQ, SPY, SPX. It does matter if you're watching IWM. That'll be different. But most of the time, these charts are going to be moving together. So if at any point I'm sitting here covering SPY and I say something bearish or, oh, it's breaking previous day low, we're probably doing the same thing on SPY futures and SPX. If I go over to triple Q or NQ and I'm like, guys, tech is breaking down, we're probably breaking down on NQ, guys. So let's use our common sense. Just because I'm on the SPY chart doesn't mean that you can't utilize things that I'm covering for your charts on your SPY futures, your NASDAQ futures, whatever you're looking at. So make sure you guys understand what you're hearing as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask along the way. And my bad, I will join the Discord now. I know some of you cannot stand just being on YouTube. Fair enough. I am now on, if I could find the screen I am trying to stream. There we go. I'm now on Discord as well. But make sure you guys are paying attention. I give a ton of updates, directional updates as well, with no bias. I'm not ever really going to sit here and be like, it's definitely going to go down to 559.66. Like, no, I mean, you'll hear me literally say, if we end up pushing under 566.50s, we've already seen the rejection of 566. You can see it in the pre-market right here. This is already kind of setting up a bearish tone, but you got to remember what yesterday just did. We popped above, popped above a barrier, right? This pivot here, very, very important. So even though we have rejected, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. That's why in a lot of the posts this morning on NASDAQ, on SPY Futures, on SPY, on IWM, even though the charts are all different, the numbers are completely different, the setup is the literal exact same. We have pulled back under previous day close. We even rejected it in the pre-market on almost every single one of those charts. And on every single one of those charts, we're either battling or about to battle the pivot area that previous day open is at. Every single one of those charts is the exact same. Almost every single day the template is the same. Right? They might be a little bit off. Might be a little. One might be a stutter step down. One might be just a hair up. But they're pretty much almost always in the same spots when it comes to actually just looking at the candlesticks and where they are in comparison to the levels that you have around them. And that's, again, why it's so easy to just throw around, not just our system, but there's other levels systems I'm sure that exist. I don't know any, but I'm sure there are, where it's the same story, where things just somehow can be applied chart over chart over chart. Yes, the numbers will be the same, but the tone, the direction, most of the time is going to be the same. Tesla's dive is adding to that dip. Yeah, Tesla's not helping at all. To be fair, I don't really see any tech helping us at all. I mean, Tesla is definitely dropping a lot more, but none of them have really helped us much. I'm honestly waiting for the Amazon dip buy. Like, I want to buy some more Amazon shares. I think it'd be nice to own Amazon. But you don't want to just own it at any price, though. Like, if I can get it just above that halfway point, that'd be nice. So we're pretty close. We get a little bit more of a dip down. If this turns into more continuation down, that'd be kind of nice. Because owning it in the mid-100s, definitely not a complaint for a long-term hold on Amazon. But I wouldn't do that strat on just any chart, right? I would only do that on charts you actually believe in long-term. Like, I really like this chart. I like TSM a lot. I think TSM's a great chart to look at for the future. Find areas you think are a little bit better off. And then find your wacky ones, like I always say, DDD, your wacky ones that aren't as important. Like, I would never buy more of this than Apple or Amazon, but it's still something you could have on the back burner. And then there's tons of other ones. Of course, Matty Ice was sharing a shit ton yesterday. We had a few other people as well share a ton before that. But just, I don't know. You got to think about these things while you see big dips like this in the market. Because it's not just about trading options. It's about investing in your future. And it's insane to me how many people will promote, nah, guys, let's sit here and trade SPX 25/7. Like, what? You go into my chat, and 50% of the conversation is always, all right, guys, what stock are we buying? And I love that. Because you should be focused on the future, not just options. Please don't fall into that trap. The reason that only a few percent of option traders make it is because they don't go into long-term investing. People always spread that fact of like, only 5% or 3% of traders make it in the options market. Yeah, if they're only trading options. But that math is skewed when you add in the people who actually long-term invest alongside that and use options as tools or just, for side trading. It's not the majority of what you're doing. It's just a part of what you're doing. Then that number exponentially goes up. Do I like PayPal down here? Or if you're Mel, Jesus Christ. I've been waiting for the jokes. I'm surprised I didn't make any Mel jokes. Let's see where PayPal is, because I do remember it falling, but it's kind of hard to grasp when every chart is like at a different... Because when I'm thinking of each chart, I'm thinking of like, what's that far left, like higher low that they're at? And honestly, when I was thinking about them, I was like, it's either this one or this one, because I remember it was one of the hammers. But it is kind of nice to see them under this barrier here, because as long as they were up here, I was like, well, we definitely can't buy here. That's too high up. Because we were calling it out down here in like the 50s. low 60s, right? So to say buy up here again is like I can't really justify that. But now that we're back above it again, it's like I can almost justify it again. So we're only just above good buy spots on PayPal as well. Like I said, early buys, you're just kind of sprinkling a little bit out there like breadcrumbs. I would never do more than 10% of your cash on any buy right now because it's just so early. Later on, though, you can take part. And if we are early and we end up just spiking back up crazily, then whatever, you got your breadcrumbs in. And you didn't put yourself out there for risk. You didn't put yourself out there where you're going to completely get yourself burned alive out there. Because what if we do just keep falling? So, kind of nice to think about. But I like to express all that because it's insane to me how many people online do not share those facts. You know, not just option trading, trying to also think about the long term. And what better time to think about long term when everything's falling and there's a lot of fear in the market? That's the literal best time to look at that kind of stuff. Now, don't just start buying everything you see. Actually, take some time to think about it or look at it or think about the risk you're about to take on. Making you horny with the long-term talk. I like the long-term stuff, to be honest. It's interesting. But I really do believe in like the whole like basics of it, you know, like find companies you're passionate about or believe in and invest in them. But don't blindly invest in them, you know, like I don't know, what's a good example? Like Ulta, you know? Like do you believe in Ulta or are you just doing it because, you know, makeup sells, you know, and stuff like that? And if you're going to do it like that, make sure you go crunch the numbers, at least understand something about it. What's their market share? What's their revenue? What's this? What's that? You know, just kind of figuring small stuff out to where you can back up your claims instead of just going, well, they sell a lot of makeup. No shit. Any average Joe could figure that out, man. Try to get a deeper detail on it. And then if that deeper detail ever changes or adjusts, maybe your opinion on that company adjusts. Give yourself something to pivot off of. Not just your short-term opinion based on social media or something, you know? That's not a really good way to go about it. Yeah, Nvidia is going to have a lot of news today. Good reminder by Sandollar. They have that keynote event today. What time does that start? What time does that start, Mr. Sandollar? Good morning, Kapak. Good morning, Guarding. Good morning, Letter Buck. And the Discord voice chat. Good morning, each and every one of you. Yo, we missed you, David Q. Good to see you. My bad. I saw your message and then I read it again in Discord. Good morning, though. Happy to see you, man. He said, good morning, BB fam. Finally recovered all my information from my old phone. It's great to be back. Oh, bro, if any of you ever have an issue, I don't know how you'd even prove this, but you'd have to prove to me who you are, and then I'll just give you your role on a new account. But I've had a few of you had that issue before. That sucks, though, man. I'm glad you're back. That is like kind of a weird feeling, huh? You're like, shit. How do I access talking to them again? That's funny. Someone remind me in the YouTube stream or Discord stream to post SPX after open, because I will forget. Europe options are not as liquid, so they are harder to trade. Slippage is real. Yeah, y'all don't have as many traders as like over here does. Like people like me. I'm not talking about like institutions. It was mentally exhausting. I bet. I can only imagine, David Q. But just remember that for the next time. If anybody in here ever breaks their phone, loses access, loses something, but you're definitely somebody who's paid to be here or has paid to be here at one point, you know, just reach out to me. I'm a human being. I will understand. But just better to tell me than to be stressed, because it's definitely kind of annoying when you just like, you know, stress out. It's like adds all that unneeded pressure. Traders here are trading American options, lol. You guys invented crack while we have... we invented more than crack, bud. Traders here are trading American options. That's such a funny thing to say. I always explain it this way to people, Tobias. If I was to take just one top S&P 500 company, that would be worth more than I think the 30 top companies in all of like Great Britain. And that was a fact like 4 years ago. So I don't even know what the fact today would be. It's probably even crazier. But it equals more than the entire like Great Britain economy. It's like, oh, okay, I bet. Like that's how huge America is. People don't really realize it because I don't know, they probably don't think in terms of money when they think of size, which most people don't, fair enough, but in terms of money, dude, America is fucking huge. Just one of our companies equal the market cap of an entire country, if not a few of them. And that's just one of the companies in the S&P 500, which holds over 500 equities. That alone should show you just how big our economy is. Not just our stock market, but our economy. It's insane. When other people that have never been here come here, they freak out because they're like, wow, you'll have a shit ton of people, cars, planes, restaurants, this, that. Like, people that are not from here are not used to that because this is not normal. We're the only country that is like that. Europe's not even near our level yet. And yes, that's why you can make fun of us. We got Walmarts, we got McDonald's everywhere. But shit, that's America. It's kind of funny. But welcome, guys. If you guys need any help, let me know. Welcome to the stream. If you guys need any updates on the game plans, let me know. We went over SPY, IWM, NASDAQ, and SPY futures. And I will go over SPX right after the open. I'm going to give it a little bit of time, and then I'm going to post it, because I kind of like to let it settle first, then I post it. Good morning, Spicy Pepper. Yo, Spicy Pepper, I don't know if I've ever asked you, but do you even actually like spicy foods? It'd be funny if you're like, no, I hate that stuff. Because I am pretty big into spicy food. Which is weird. No one else in my family is. Everyone is like heavily against it. They all avoid it. You do? Okay. I just had to ask, you know? Good morning, Swift Adrian. I was already looking at the chat, so sorry if that sounded awkward. Bro gets in here, I'm just instantly welcoming him. We were all waiting for you to start. My brother would randomly buy those spicy challenges, like spicy peanuts, pea size. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, me and this dude that I used to live near, I don't live near him anymore, but we used to do the same thing. We do like I don't even know why I would do it. I would never do this with somebody ever. But with him, it was like I didn't even think twice about it. But we would do like random spicy contests, like who could eat more jalapenos, or who could do this, or who could do that. And it was just gut-wrenching stuff, really. I remember when we were kids, we did like those like pickled jalapenos that you get at like Mexican restaurants. We did like a challenge on those, and I remember sweating profusely. What's the hottest thing I've eaten? A Carolina Reaper. I've eaten a whole ass Carolina Reaper, and I lived. When I tell you, though, you can feel the Carolina Reaper in your digestive tract from eating it to it exiting you, I'm not joking. And I'm not trying to be weird. You could feel that thing inside of you. That's how hot it is. I could feel that thing in my larger intestine, my smaller intestine. No, fuck the chip challenge, dude. That thing is nothing. I ate one and I was like, bro, this is nothing compared to like the actual like pepper. It's insane the difference it is. The difference, in my opinion, is the unwarranted amount of like sweating that you do. Like you just start profusely sweating and crying after you eat a Carolina Reaper, without even needing to or wanting to. You just do it. It's insane. I have done the one chip challenge though, but I don't even think about it because like that pepper is I'm never gonna top that. Like I'm never gonna reach that level of heat, and I probably will never do that again. I'd have to be paid, I think, the second time. Fuck that. I do recommend all of you trying it once if you're that kind of crazy. Milk does not help, ice cream does not help, all those tricks that you read online, none of them help. You just have to go through it. Not even joking. I would say the milk might have made it worse. Someone please clip that out of context. Yeah, I need to teach y'all how to clip, by the way. Here, let's do that right now before the market opens. Got about a minute and a half. And you could do this for any part of the stream or any whatever. But if you click this stream... Whoa, this is weird. There is a... I think it's this. Yes. If you click these cute little 3 dots here, there's a button that says clip. It'll take you to this. You can actually go to any part of the stream and do this. On Twitch, it's actually a lot... This is actually the only feature YouTube beats Twitch on. Because on Twitch... You have to do it, and then you can only go back 60 seconds. You have to wait for the stream to end to go back and clip any part of it. But on YouTube, you can just go ahead and do whatever part of it. So, make sure to take advantage of that if you guys already, didn't know that. And again, if anybody needs me to repeat any of the game plans, please let me know. We posted NQ, ES, SPY, IWM, and I'm waiting to post SPX after the open. But good morning, everybody. Thank you for all the likes on the stream. Again, please be prepared. Check those channels. Check those levels. You will fart on stream one time and never see the end of it? No, not me. I would never. I'm a gentleman. Good morning. Good morning. My hot limit is habanero and ghost peppers. I've tried Ripper sauce on wings and I was dying. Jesus. Yeah, I need to see the Scoville unit chart. I don't even remember what the Reaper is and what all those are compared to it. I just remember the Reaper's like 2 or 3 peppers mixed into one. And I think it was one of those, like a ghost and a habanero or a ghost and something. Like it was, that thing is insane. My father-in-law had a buddy who made homemade jalapeno moonshine. Made me try them all horrible times. What? Jalapeno moonshine? Never in my life have I heard that. That sounds like it would be a bad idea. You got a hydrosis problem? I can eat the spicy, but my god, I will be sweating bull. Oh, you're like this one dude I used to know. Thank you, Maddie. You're like this one guy I used to know, Maddie. I have actually met someone like that. Yo, mad respect though, bro. I want to let you know we don't even care that you sweat. It's the fact that you're putting down all that spicy food. Fair enough, though. That sucks. You got like a towel next to you while you're eating like wings. It's the yabs too. Oh. A few months I did some work in the UK. It was challenging because of so many cloudy days, but it was late fall. If you broke the U.S. into states, 3 states would rank in top 10 or 11 of oh yeah, 100%. Some of our states have way more. Some of our states are like full-on countries. All right, I'm going to go to SPX real quick. I need to post this, and then I'll come back to SPY. And if you guys need me to, just remind me. I will flip through SPY futures in queue. Please also include a time frame. But I don't mind going and checking them. Just let me know if you're like, you need a chart buddy or something. Whoops. Why is this doing that? I can't stand when it does that. Alright, SPX.
Also, how is stream? I don't have music on again today because high key, fuck music right now. Sorry, I'm thinking in my head again. Above 56.83 or dips that hold previous day open. Below 56. What is that? Oh, that's previous day open. Below previous day open slash previous day low. Or rejections and lower highs under 56.70s. There we go. Thank you, Maddie, for reminding me. Good morning, Eric. Took a small Apple call here, 40% entry through previous day close and pre-market high. Let's see what you're looking at. Good risk, good risk. High key, Apple is pretty famous for doing this. It's the same exact ideology with Boeing. Boeing loves to make really sharp moves in the first 10 minutes. It's a pretty famous Boeing move. I would say Apple is in that exact folder, though. They love making just quick, fast moves in the first 5-10 minutes. And now, I don't know if that means balancing. I don't know if that's momentum. I don't really care, but I like the momentum. I like the movement. Good looks, Adam. I would keep an eye on Tesla, guys. Don't be surprised if that comes up again. I would love to see this do a liquidity grab, and that's kind of what it's doing right now. We're under previous day low. Imagine if it holds above previous day low. Now, of course, it could just reject this right here and fall down to 224. So also keep that in mind, because that is, of course, probably the higher probability situation right now. Nice job, Adam. Super quick scalp for 20%. You're a little crazy for trading in the first 3 minutes, but I respect you nonetheless. Tesla moon now? We'll see. I could just see you spazzing in your chair right now. One of his hands are shaking. Good morning. Good to be back here. Good morning, Sonia. Good to see you. Yeah, evil laugh from Adam. Wah ha 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 ha. Good morning, Deuce. Good morning, JC. Aloha. The only person in here who probably beat me awake today was probably like people like Eric and Username. You're on your bed, actually? What a legend. The evil laugh from the bed. Gap control point and previous day control point are both about 566. I know, isn't that nice, Dr. J? It's kind of nice when it's all... Oh, my bad. I'm on Amazon still. Isn't it kind of nice how it all lays out for us? 566, like this area as a whole, is probably the most important area of today, but that is definitely the most important level today, in my opinion. Not only because it's the previous day control point, but also because of how it's been utilized already in the pre-market. We talked about that pretty heavily on pretty much every chart. If you go to SPY, if you go to /ES, if you go to /NQ, if you go to IWM, every single one of these charts has that level and has that rejection with lower highs. Every single one of those charts. You could almost use that previous day control point on every single chart today to give you better directional momentum. You know, if you're not able to be like, oh, it's going up today or it's going down, that's literally the one area you could use today. So good point made by Dr. J. Very good rejection, and they're at 225 very quickly. Like I said, that's the higher probability situation. As cool as it is to see liquidity grabs above previous day low, we don't even have a single green candle to talk about yet. This poor chart, which... Okay, I was like, what even is this? So this is the gap up fib. That's all this is. That's the only thing I have marked in this area. So let's mark that low, and then the open there. And then we'll come back to this. Damn. Which, if this is true, that would be like a $12, $13 move. You could probably catch more of that under 225, but I'd probably wait for some settling first, like some sideways movement or rejection or retest or some lower highs first. Don't just jump into a bunch of dropping red candles because you're going to be buying a pretty costly premium and you might be jumping in early. It's better to be on the right side of history, not playing the evil side. Play the lesser evil. All right, back to SPY real quick so we can get a good glance at what's going on. And yeah, no sign of any buyers so far, not only in the pre-market, but basically since the open. Not any kind of resilience. But again, it's only been the first 7, almost 8 minutes now. So I'm not trying to like scare anybody into anything. I'm gonna cry, but shorting my biggest holding is awkward. Yeah, it is a little weird. But you got to kind of disconnect yourself from that. But only short it though, Adam, when you feel, you know, you have the right setup in front of you. Don't just jump into every little move or every red candle that's breaking. Well, welcome everybody in stream. Be sure to drop a like. Let me know what you guys are looking at. Anything you might want me to look at or check out for you. If you have any trade reviews, we can definitely go over some of them a little bit after some more movement in the market. Big news today is the NVIDIA keynote later on in the day. I think they said that was about noon my time, 1 EST. And then tomorrow, FOMC. A lot of important news. Maybe in like 30 minutes I'll turn music on for the YouTube stream. Really good updates by some of the guys on the trade floor. We have callouts by both Tobias and Kevo on Tesla and SPX, and this is a pretty common occurrence. If anybody's ever in the trade floor, a ton of my guys call out either the exact contract itself, or sometimes you'll just see straight up updates from the chart itself, which is honestly in my book just as good. Because if you know what contracts you're picking, that should not matter to you. It's really just direction. But really good post by both of them so far. Both of them have posted winners already. Nice scalp there, Tobias, 205 to 312. And why I like those the most is because you can go back, and even if you didn't join Tobias, you could literally like pull up his trade based on how he posted in chat, and then you could back test it and be like, okay, so this is what he saw, or this is what he liked about it, or this is the couple things he saw before really liking it more. And then also on the flip side, you know, why did he sell? Why did he sell into this low? I mean, I think it's a perfect low that you sold into because we don't know that we're going to break this here on SPY. So, but if this does break, guys, hold on to your seats because we're most likely going down to 560 today if we get a good, clean break of the 562.50s. But we've gapped down and we've sold off more, so also be a little bit weary of the fact that we could see a little bit of settling here in case we don't just dump. Keep that in the back of your head. But we are definitely a lot more bearish than bullish. Can you guys in stream tell me why? Because I don't want to just sit here and tell you bearish and bullish. I want you to remember why, because it is very obvious today, just like it was yesterday. Very obvious today what it's trying to do. Can anybody tell me why we were already so bearish at the open? And I swear if some of you, if one of you type tariffs or FOMC or something news related, I will grab you. I will grab you with aggression. What level, what area is giving us, is dictating direction, basically? You always hear me use those terms. And I'm not saying this because I'm like, oh, this is so easy. Like, no, this shit's hard. But I want you to start making better sense of what we're seeing. Why we're saying it should drop. Why we're saying, oh, careful of 562.50. We could see some settling here. Don't just flip super bearish yet. Yes, we are bearish, but understand there's a big pivot area there. Why is that? I got you, Dom G. You're good. I knew you meant that. As soon as you typed it, I was like, what? Now, that could happen though. That might happen next. Exactly. The current day open in PDCP. It's the not even just the current day open. It's this area as a whole. But 566. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. PDCP. It's funny because we just went over this area with Smokey at the end of the stream yesterday, and here we are, pretty much showing how much it really does dictate direction. And it's kind of funny because that also ties back into the only levels we care about that actually give us directional value, right? If we're above a level, we should be bullish. If we're below a level, we should be bearish. That's what I'm talking about. The levels that we use for that exact concept are the current day open and the previous day control point, that halfway point of the previous day. It's just that fancy 50%. Those two levels almost all the time dictate direction. Anytime you trade an inside bar or an outside bar, especially the outside bar, what are the barrier levels that we're using to dictate direction? The outsides, the open, the halfway point, right? So you should be using that all the time. And where did we perfectly start under? Open lower than, make a lower higher under. Didn't even have to talk about the gap fib yet. Because 566s were in complete control by sellers, not just in the pre-market, but since we've opened. So you see how we're gathering info, and then we're going, okay, yeah, now we like it for bears. Am I saying short the first 5 minutes of the day? No. But I am saying use the information that is being given to you. So not just trying to, make sense of it so we can sit here and talk about something, but genuinely serious so you can actually learn how to take action on some of these moves. Why were people like Adam and Kevo and Tobias able to take action on something so early? It's like, it's not because it was so early. That doesn't matter. It's just there's a good setup in front of them. If we're sitting here saying be bearish under a certain level and we break it or we start under it or we make something else happens under that area, that should only pile more on to your already bias under that level, your bearish bias under that level. I hope that makes sense though. What we're looking for now is either a continued lower high rejection of 564, which you're kind of getting it here, and then a new low, which, speak of the damn devil. Also cool because you can also go from previous day close to today's open. And I was going to say, I bet we're through both of those targets already. Yep. And we are. So never mind. Ignore that I said it. There's that new low. We can check Tesla real quick as well. I know some of you were still watching that from earlier. They are under that 225. They did hit 224s. That was the one level I said. 223s, though, is their low right now. They seem to be struggling to push lower. And we'll see here on SPY. Does this turn into a liquidity grab? Does this turn into a continuation of a larger pullback move? SPY futures, as long as you're under 56.8450, you should continue down. A retake of this level is a very good sign for buyers, though. Again, 56.8450. If you're someone looking at NQ, you should be looking at this getting continuation as long as you're under this number here, 19,786. Looks like you're looking at 19,696 for more selling. But yeah, it's just straight selling so far, so I'm pretty much just updating the next level for you. Nothing really serious there. IWM. They've made it down to their next target. They're struggling with 203, but they don't get worse until they're under this next fib extension, which thankfully from that bigger dip, we have one more. So 202.40s is your big focus on IWM. It's your small cap chart. Continuation should happen under that. Over 203.10 could be a good sign for slowdown on that selling momentum. Maybe you see a test of today's open. Maybe we get a push up above today's open into the halfway point. And that's something, everybody in here, sorry, I'm starting my ass off. Everybody in here should be thinking about that. If we do get a move back up, where are we most likely going? Don't think about it up here. Think about the halfway point of the gap. So keep that in your mind in case we do pull back up today. Quick in and out there on the retest on the new low of day. Great stuff, Carter. Good scalp. I like that a lot too because you're kind of past the 10-minute mark. How is the updates though, stream? Am I doing okay? Trying to skip through them in a timely manner. Coin is down 3%. Nvidia is down over 3%. Hitting the minus 1.68. Ouch. Yeah, I probably need to add more of those extensions for like farther distances, because like gaps like this, you're gonna see that happen a lot. Like, it's not a huge gap, so the fib extensions aren't gonna be that far. But I bet it is hitting another one that I just don't have. But good mention. I'm glad you updated that. Trade review for Tesla is up. Good job, Tobias. I'll check it out here in a bit. I'm gonna do some more updating and then I'll get to it. Under the PDCP, under CDO. Yes, Garden. My bad. I'm just now seeing Discord chat. Quick 32% scalp, one and done. I was bearish after ES broke below 5,700. Not chasing this drop at 3-10 days. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Especially, you said you're on your phone and it's been 12 minutes since the open. So in 12 minutes, you made more than most people make in 2 days. And you did that in 12 minutes. Damn. Yeah, definitely take that base hit, Eric. That's probably more than a base hit, honestly. That's like a triple. You just rounded to third. Huge, huge gain, though, and huge trade, Eric. And make sure to post your trade view so I can read yours as well. But good shit. He posted his contract in the Discord. Nice, dude. I'm happy to see you trading that bigger contract, too, because I know you've been kind of grinding your way back up again. Which I always told you, man, I thought that was the mature decision. Instead of just feeding it. Feeding the beast. Instead, you actually studied it. No more for me today, we'll do. We'll try and write it. Yeah, take your time. Yeah, go do whatever. And that's not really a base hit, but you knew what I meant. Huge trade, though. Very happy for you. I'm actually going to screenshot your trade, which I never do this, but I got to brag about your trades. I should tag that dipshit Zach Morris when I tag you on this screenshot. It's crazy that the 2 of the 3 largest traders on Twitter never talked about pre-market, any of that stuff. Now they're all talking about it. Pre-market, previous day high, previous day open, current day open. I shit you not, 5 years ago, not a soul was mentioning these levels. Now we got the biggest trader talking about them. They're going to make my strategy obsolete. They keep talking about it. Small wins equal big account in the future. Dude, huge trade. I'm very happy for you, honestly. I'm bragging with your trade on the trade floor, too. Good shit, Eric. All right, YouTube. What are y'all saying in here? Copy traders, exactly. Good updates, by the way, by Kevo in the trade floor, as I explained earlier. Tobias and Kevo have dropped a ton of really solid updates on not just Tesla, but SPX as well. They use the BB trading view strat. Yeah, they really do. It's disgusting. Every single one of them do. And it's funny how they're all like, I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Bueller? Well, and then you go check their Twitter and it says following Bueller. Like, oh, that's crazy. This guy with casually 250k followers just following this. That's normal. I think at first I was mad, and then I started thinking about it. I was like, man, we're really them. We got these dudes copying us. They can't even think for themselves anymore. You saw it on Webull too? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. We have cultural impact now. Yeah, they call it key. Yep. They're literally calling them key pivot points. We don't call them Bueller buys levels. They're called key pivot points now all of a sudden. You should collect a % of their room fees. Dude, if there was a way of actually doing that. and this other Discord too. I was like, interesting. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even really like mad anymore, honestly. I kind of take it as like a respect thing. It's like, okay, bet. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I know you don't have a strategy. Thank you for taking mine. But you guys should be proud because honestly, you already have a huge advantage. You already understand most of it. And some of you understand all of it, sometimes just as well as anyone else. Some of you are like monks already, so you have an advantage. You know how to trade logical levels. And that's what I was talking about like with Ace all the time. Like, because he's not originally from our group. He originally is from ICT, and he's kind of merged his way into just kind of using our levels and his own little way of thinking about things. But we explained it to ourselves, looking back at things, like he's just trading logically. And that's really what the BB system is. It's just trading logically. Now, it doesn't seem like that at first because, how do you grasp what's logical and what's not? You don't. There's no way of knowing that in the beginning. You got to get experience. You got to go through. You got to back test, chart, kind of figure it out for yourself. But once you kind of go through the system and you kind of understand all the inner workings and all that, you're able to say, oh, okay, now I understand what he's saying. He trade logically. Oh, okay. But there is a right way and a wrong way to trade with the levels that we are given each and every day. Right? Sometimes there's a level that we're breaking or already broke that's just there to give you info on, hey, sellers are picking up. Sometimes it's us getting to an area so we can range trade for a few hours a day, and then at the end of the day finally get that move. And you see how that ties into the 3 phases of the day thing? It's not just like, oh, we got a big ass move, we're going to do nothing all day after that. No, I mean, there is that instance where lunchtime maybe continues or lunchtime does nothing and the third part of the day does something, and that of course is another big, like I said the other day, you have to have theory crafting behind your system or you don't have a system. Right? If you're just like, break above this, take profit here, what are you, a robot? No, you're not. So you're going to fuck that up 9 times out of 10. Right? You're not a robot. That's not going to you're not a computer. So that's not going to work. You can't train yourself to think like that. Right? So you got to have something behind it that's of sustenance that you can actually grasp and use, and then you can make that distinction, oh, is this logical or not? But you can't make that distinction unless you're actually breaking that down and like, oh, okay, there is something I can bite off of for this. It's doing this, or oh, it broke pre-market low and it's doing this now. You're going off of multiple things now. It's not just, some random, oh, it gapped down, so I'm bearish. Like, no, why did it gap down though? Where did it gap down from? Where did it gap down under? Then you can, form a little bit more. You can have more confidence behind the information you're given. Instead of just going, oh, big red candle, big green candle. Like, okay, yes, great review, man. But what did it do? What did it break? In what order did it break it? How many things did it break? How many things did it hold? Sometimes just that is what should be giving you confidence. The logical information. It's not anything that's like out of the way or out of the norm. No, we're probably seeing 560 100% today at the very least, Kevo. I was saying if we drop today, we're probably seeing 560. And we're already getting it within the first 30 minutes of the day, it looks like. So I would not be surprised if we get that here very soon. A little bit of a dip down and then a slow down. I would not be surprised. But if we end up cracking under 560 here on SPY, it's going to be a different number on every chart. On SPY, 19696 on NQ. I believe previous day pre-market 5650s is basic 5660, sorry, on SPY futures. And 20240s on IWM. And you're already saying all the numbers for SPX, so I appreciate that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw you killing it in there in the trade floor. I honestly don't know how you're typing in YouTube at the same time too. You're like in both places at once right now. Good stuff, though. And thank you for the updates, because it helps out, too, because, it's hard for me to talk and type and all that shit at the same time, so whenever I'm, like, kind of going over it, and then I see you literally updating it, it is very helpful. Because it's not just like, oh, catch the plays, guys. Like, no, sometimes just, like, I just want to relay the right information. Yeah, he is a Jedi. What color lightsaber would Kevo have if he was a Jedi, though? Huge questions there. You're watching the live reaction of 470, 197 on the triple Qs. Alexis said orange. Orang. Lose some to gain more, exactly. I told y'all, man, y'all saw, I like to use Ace as an example, too, outside of Kevo, so I don't just bully Kevo. But Ace is a good example, too. He had a pretty large loss not so long ago. He posted it in the chat. It was a 5-figure number. But I told every single one of you, I said, watch. For like a month and a half or 2 months straight, this dude's going to get like straight up just green trades every single day. And he's going to stack it back up, and he's going to end up getting that gain or that loss back within no time. And yes, he shouldn't have to do that, but it speaks to his abilities, his capability of not just being able to recover, but to be able to take good trades over and over again. And since then, that man has only posted green trades, has only posted a huge green calendar of trades. Sometimes it's just like that slap in the face or that reality check that just resets you. Lose some to gain more. Sometimes you just need to reset. Exactly. Couldn't say it better, Kevo. And thank you guys for all the likes on the YouTube stream. 34 is kind of nutty. Haven't even been here for... Oh, I keep saying we haven't been here for 30 minutes, but it's been an hour and 11 minutes. I forgot we did the pre-market stream. No, I'm happy to be here, Kevo, and I'll try my best to be as non-biased as possible as I go through the updates, because I'm not going to try to ever sit here and be like, oh, just be bearish, guys. I mean, right now I'm just straight up giving you bearish updates, but I'm sorry there is no other update to give. But guys, we are getting very close to the target that I said if we get some selling, this is the level we'll probably hit. So think about that logically for a second. If that's what we're covering, right, we're breaking levels, we're going lower, we're going down to the one level we said we should go down to. Speaking logically, it going down to 560 isn't, anything crazy. That's not like a down 5% day or anything. What should we take away from that? If that was our plan from the beginning of the day. Maybe not us knowing it would drop instantly. We didn't know that was going to happen. But it's done now. It's happened. Reality, we got to face it. What can we take away from that? Got to get back on the horse. Had a 20-day win streak and lost most in one day. Yeah, that's how it is, man. And that's why you got to stay on your ass, because it's that one day that you let loose and it just not ruins it all, but really, really makes you question yourself. And that's a good question, too, by Dr. J. You already scaled most out at 107%. We like our 7s. Good shit, Sandollar. I think it was that, plus when I lost it, I wanted it all back at one time. I could see how it would definitely add extra pressure. But guys, to answer my question, if before the day we said 560 is where we should go if we sell off a little bit, and we get near 560s, what should we do next? Should we keep buying puts? Should we randomly buy calls? Should we wait for more info now that we've done the damage that we were kind of planning to do? You let me know which door you take. If it's anything but door number 3, you lost your foot. Because the thing we said we wanted to happen if we went down, happened. So should we just all of a sudden contradict everything we planned in the first 40 minutes of today's stream? Probably not. Pat ourselves in the back, get a good couple updates out, maybe check a couple other tickers, waste some time, come back to it, see if we've based out by then. If not, we've continued to sell off. Don't be one of those people that's like, oh, well, I should have just kept shorting it. No, you shouldn't have. That's not what you planned. You want to go keep shorting things that you didn't plan. That's not trading. That's gambling. Good morning, crew. What's up, Unthoughtful Devil? What's up, Will? I was like, wait, I know his name. What's up, Greg? And yes, great answer, Greg. Doctor, I want to FOMO into puts. Don't. We just hit our target. If you get a continuation under 55966, you can, but I don't think you should unless we get that. Up to you, though, Dr. J. I can't control anything you do. But based on the system and things we've gone over, that's what you should do. I could see us getting a lot of jump roping around this level. If we do get a continuation under this level, that is going to be a pretty big red day. But you've at least already potentially taken part in either witnessing this or trading this. So that's what's important. And it's only been 33 minutes, so I think we also need to take that into account. You're in a work trip in Portugal. Down day, out sightseeing, and a little trading. Damn, send us some pictures in chat, man. Off-topic chat, or whatever channel is that meant for. But, dude, yeah, show us some pics, dude. Hope you get to relax a little, Will. Will do, thank you, man. Monthly emerging candle approaching on SPY 560. Good call up by Alexis, a.k.a. Optioneer. A.k.a. your neighborhood crack addict. And yes, maybe, Kevo, maybe, if there is the bear scenario, that would be the one that you posted there at 9:03. Garden also posting a very awesome chart, kind of zooming out. If you guys go to the post chart channel on SPY, she posted the bounce from the low to the most recent high on the daily time frame. If we were to break this 559 level that we have here, it looks like we could be going down to 557s, which actually lines up perfectly right here, doesn't it, Garden? So I guess it lines up even with that, even though I don't have it charted like you do. That's kind of cool. I also really like your fib. I'm really happy to see you draw it that way, because we don't have to leave it like that, but if something is to ever come of this, we could definitely leave that fib, and then all those extensions you have might actually end up being insanely useful. Very, very, very nice chart in the post charts channel. I like that idea too. I mean, you always post fire charts, but that one especially. Exactly, and be happy we were right. I like how you said that. Yeah, for real, when I was looking at the numbers of your fib, I was like, wait a minute. These looks familiar. And it's like basically this and this. I mean, it makes sense, though. It's like, if you were to go delete all these levels and just add, like, all the big drawdown fib that gets you this extension, the gap fib, the fib you threw up, that's kind of like the potential recovery fib, and you just had those three up, I almost promise you that's the only levels you would need, like, for the rest of this week. The fib extensions and everything. That's how incredibly useful Fibonacci can be. If you are using the right areas, but you have to use it correctly, like how you did with the potential dip. This might be where it holds. The gap down, the draw down move that gives us those lead test moves we all heavily enjoy. That's how we know we are right. They all get the same levels. It is kind of cool seeing that line up, though, because I didn't even do that method and ended up pretty much with the same idea as you. You know, oh, if we break this, we go to this. If we hold this, we go up. You know, and then where from. It's nice to know that with confidence. For real, Kevo, it is a great day so far. Thank you for your updates, too. The market stalker, yeah. Gotta run some errands. I hit an office switch. Be back for y'all soon. See you, Maddie. If you are not up, study today. I'm screenshotting that. Could not have said that better myself. And not to say that in a malicious way, because of course there's people in here who are still learning, still in the beginning phases of trying to get a grip on what they're wanting to do. To any of those people, do not feel pressure to just jump into shit. Like, I don't care if there's 10 people in trade floor saying calls, puts. I don't care. Don't listen to it. You're not at that stage yet. But when you get to that point, then you can start to take all that into account. And look at that, guys. Only 24 cents away, and we are getting a little bit of a bounce now. Finally seeing some sort of buying. Thank you, Keva. That means a lot. He said stream was beneficial and the levels. Exactly. Build your own tendencies. Exactly. That's a really good way of saying that. Creating your own tendencies. You know, it's nice. There's 100 different ways to trade the chart, but find your comfort. You know, find your edge. You know, to those people that are like, I always suck when I trade the buy the dip setup, but for some reason I can kill the lower high retest, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, dude, that's your setup. Stick to it. And then, yeah, like your tendencies, like it could also be to figure out what are things I might be doing that could be hurting me. It's not just positives, could also be looked at as from the negative side. I meant before my emotions want to FOMO into puts, but my logic no, you're good, Dr. J. I knew what you meant. I know you weren't like actually like, let me grab puts. I know you're messing with it. If you're not comfortable, don't do it. Exactly. PDL for more downside, or are we setting up here for something more later? Exactly what Carter just said. We're either getting that potential continuation down, or this is a sign that we might not get a move till later in the day, later lunch, power, or last 2 hours of the day potentially. But it is only 9:08. The speed of that drop, plenty of room for more. Let's see. I suck at buying the dip, so I haven't stayed away. So I have stayed away. I'll look for the retest for more down. Yeah. There's nothing here to buy yet. This is not a buy the dip setup yet. You need to also, everybody in here needs to understand the difference between that. Yes, this is at a part of the chart where it could get bought up. Is it showing us that it's trying to get bought up yet, though? No. So do not cross that line and be like, oh, well, I'm going to get in early so I can get a good costly contract and make the most I can. No, you might also be literally digging your own grave. So no early buying. Yes, it is smart to point out, yes, we could slow down here, but we are heavily still in bearish trend. We could come up here, smack this with a little bit of buying, make new lows for all we know. You know? So if we're going to talk about, yes, this could get bought up, let's also talk about how it could literally reject the bearish trend and continue down, which you did, but everybody needs to understand the difference between that. Just because you're at a spot you could buy it at doesn't mean you should buy it. It just means you could start looking for those, you know, those keynotes to pop up. Be like, hey, high or low, or hey, I really like this bullish indication. Keeping an eye on A, B, and B approaching previous day PDO, PDL area after rejecting PML today. I'll check that out. E, B, and B. What do we got here? He said, keeping an eye on Airbnb approaching pre-DL. And rejected PML today. Oh, so you got the PML rejection on this chart too. Nice. Good looks, E. I like how you like read all the levels out like that. It was really easy to kind of click back on and kind of catch up to you mentally a little. That's what I'm talking about. IWM. What's up, John G? How you doing, man? Make sure to check that course server, John G. I made a channel just for you. It's called Let's Make Fun of John G. No, I'm kidding. Nice talk, or nice update there from John. We are getting a good reversal from that 202.40s we talked about. I'm kind of looking for more selling under that or a curl up, and we got the curl up and the retake of 203s. Again, kind of using these as a combination. And then we'll see if we can get the current day open. Jesus, I can't speak today. Then again, when can I speak? Today's open, and then, of course, you have the halfway point of the gap down, which I don't even know if this is close to it or not, but I would love to see that line up. Oh, it's close. Wait a minute. Ah, 8 cents away. That's crazy how close those are. So if you get more buying above CDO today, 204.50s is what you want to look at. Excuse me. Which I guess I could post an update on that. Gap down, halfway point. Rejection or loss of 202.40s for sellers, most likely. Thank you for bringing that up. That was a really good time to bring up IWM. Only the energy sector is green today. That's crazy. I didn't even check that yet. Good update by Mr. Shadow. The only XL sector that's green is E. Is that true? Hold up. Everybody triple check that real quick. He might be right. Wow. When I checked XLF, though, Mr. Shadow, it was down 0.0005. I had 3 decimals on that thing. Now it's 1 or 2 cents. But yes, they are actually all red. That is the only one that's green. Did not notice that. I would like to bring up Apple, though. They did just flip green again and are already rejecting. But they're trying their best to at least stick around this area. You can see how other tech stocks ended up reacting today. This one just completely fell. And then our semis, which I wasn't really surprised to see Nvidia move more because I was kind of expecting this to move into the keynote news, but this is a little extra. So, wondering how much more this has left over before that keynote starts, and does the keynote bring more pain? Also, Tesla potentially rejecting 224s might get some more selling on Tesla. That's actually very ugly. Not very cool at all. Wait, because of the Celsius he got a headache? Is that what I'm reading? Oh, it's an energy drink. Okay, now that makes more sense. He said, I had one a couple of days ago and I had a huge migraine while working out. What? I would not drink that again. I don't know if there's supposed to be a drink that's supposed to give you migraines, and if it does, you should probably stay away from it. Good morning, Kang. He said, yeah, I might never consume one ever again. He said, gotta be strong. Yeah. Yeah, it's a strength thing. No problem. Best comedian out here, unlike the others that have said keep studying, win or lose. 100%, 100%. I agree with you, E. And thank you for saying that, man. Seriously. Rivian getting some love. Oh, careful, Kevo. Don't say Rivian too loud. Matty Ice might come back. It is getting some love, though. You are right. Hard to not give it love when it's down here in the trenches, though. Am I right? Yo, am I wrong, though? Is this not a good-looking third high or low on this chart? I'm not even the biggest Rivian supporter, but I'll be damned if that isn't a good-looking chart. Approaching the Goonies territory. Might lose service. Much love if I don't get back in time for the rest of the stream. You're good, Alexis. Thank you for being here, though. And nice Goonies shout out. Who is y'all's favorite goon from Goonies? I just scrolled through and was like, "Fack, it's up." Gonna get shares. Nice, Kevo. Yo, you should tag Matty Ice when you buy shares in the trade floor. You will single-handedly make his day. See, guys, we have a lot of slowing down. Now, this is where you either get continuation or we're about to get a better impulse move. But the impulse move might take a... Excuse me, I can't breathe. Might take a bit. Again, the impulse move is what kind of dictates us even thinking that a buy the dip can happen, right? An impulse move is just a slight green move up. Of course, if we get any basing following that slight green move up and it breaks back above the high of that first green move up, which is, again, what I'm calling an impulse move, that gives you your trade. You can take that. You can take the high or low. But it takes time for it to set up, and it honestly takes a lot of trust and confidence. Would you do a trust fall for someone you've never met in your life? That's kind of what it's like taking a buy the dip setup too early on. Excuse me. I am trying to catch my breath. I bought a Kia instead. He said I'd get a Rivian if it was... Wait, Rivians are $65,000? You're lying. There's no way. Rivian average cost. No fucking way. You're actually off on your number. The average cost is between 70 to over 100K. So the average cost is about 72 to 77. That is insane. Nah, bro, that is way too much. That battery pack better be curing cancer. The Trimax R1T is kicking off at 101,700. Honestly, I still support them, but holy crap, I didn't realize they were that expensive. I respect it, though. No, yeah, you're good. You're like, I was looking at used, I'm sorry. Yeah, I might as well just get a Kia. Nissan, anything. Drink pH. I almost said power hour, bro. I saw pH balanced alkaline water, and I thought pH stood for power hour. I need help. And include salt in your diet. No, you need to tell that, Sandal, you need to tell that to Deuce in the chat. Just hop back on. What is this Rivian talk? Cheap car comes next year. Dude, he heard me talking shit about the prices and he came back. He's like, whoa, gotta defend. New low on SPY. Watch for the next level under SPY to break for more sellers. If we do not break that level, do not expect more sellers. Maddie, that is hilarious, the timing. I'm like, all right, this is a safe time. Because it started because he said he's going to buy some Rivian, and I was like, oh, it's actually in a pretty good spot. And then, then he said the price of the truck, and I didn't realize that. I didn't realize the average cost of them was basically 70-something thousand. With another one coming out that's over 100K. But if what Maddie says is true, and they do have a cheaper vehicle coming out, that honestly would be the thing that Tesla never did. Tesla got really close. I won't lie. Tesla got really close right before COVID at prices, and then it fucked it all up. So they had to change it all again. But if Rivian can do what Tesla couldn't, that could be a good buy, Maddie. And what I mean by that is producing a fleet vehicle that is actually affordable for most people. Between 20 to 35K specifically. 25 to 35K. I would say that's a window most vehicle companies are not going for, especially the EVs. Just because, again, it is kind of hard to get the cost of that down. We already talked about the cost of not just making a factory to make these damn things, but the cost of making the whole mass manufacturing side of the company. It's not cheap. Man, that's some good water. But yeah. But Rivian could be a good one, Maddie. I like how that one's slowly been turning for you. The chart needs some work, but the company itself must be doing great things if that's what they're actually trying to do. If that actually happens, Maddie, I would have 100% more confidence in that company. But until that happens, I'm just stuck where I am. Exactly. They need to relay the savings to consumers because that really doesn't happen a whole lot when it comes to cars. When I'm speaking at EV, because it's been in development for so long. You know, it's like now they're just now figuring out ways to get costs down on some of these damn things. And yes, I could check it real quick. Tobias, my bad. Um, it could be a lead test. It kind of already did one retest down though, so that's already this is it. This is it reversing from that retest already. But yes, you could see it as that. But keep your eye on that left side. You see that how that one green candle came up, rejected 225's area, and then came down. That's the area you need to watch if you are going to look for more rejection. But I honestly wouldn't chase it, Tobias. I don't think this is the low of day, but we're definitely in a part of the day where we've sold off and we're obviously down. So now it's kind of obvious that we're down, if that makes sense. So it's kind of hard to keep jumping into shorts. Will. More of a reason not to buy one. Marty. Then we'll start calling him Marty Ice. Morty Ice. Took a put. Let's see if they sell to. Tobias like, I don't give a fuck what you just said. Tobias is like, Bueller, can you look at it, please? He's like, I'm not going to do what you said. Yo, thank you, Sandollar, for sharing that for Deuce. Yeah, we got to take care of Deuce, man. He's like an athlete and stuff. USPS ripped off one of these trucks years past due and only 3% delivered. We needed Doge back then. No lie. Yeah, where was Doge when the Postal Service was holding us all, like, hostage? We just all casually forgot about that? So one of the laziest industries could get pay raises? Dude, we drive trucks and deliver mail. We're the bloodline of America. We deserve $100,000 a year. What? You deserve to be paid for the work you're outputting. I don't care what side you vote for. That's just facts. No, some of that was insane. It's still really bad with the Canada mail, too. Canada, like us as Americans, we don't even think about it, but Canada is still dealing with this issue. Canada doesn't even get fucking U.S. Postal Service. It's because of all the stuff that's going on. It's crazy. Mail should be flowing freely. Shouldn't even be talking about that. The investments on that industry is insane. It's a waste of money and half of it. I guess that's a scary thing to think out loud, huh, Sandollar? That will quickly form Doge, but we won't quickly fix our mail service. Like, what? That's pretty important. That's a crazy looking picture. Is it just me or is every headlight different? It's like a different shade of orange. Let's vote the U.S. Pony Express back in. USPS scam. Yeah, I know they do. That, like you said, the medium box. You said it's 36 for a medium box to Florida. Yeah, that's insane. Going to have to post the pictures when I get back to Wi-Fi. Take your time, Will. I actually didn't even think about that earlier. If you don't like it, I'll buy it off of you. Yeah, that's the energy. Scott, what's up, man? Good morning. What do you mean you canceled? You said, morning, everyone. Sorry I canceled. Canceled what? Glad to have you here, though. Welcome. Reddit is getting drilled. Guess that Google News from yet what? Google News. What'd they do? He probably shared it yesterday and I didn't pay attention. It's okay, Scott. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, dude. Just glad you're here. They bought Wiz? What do you mean they bought Wiz? Wait, Google bought them? No, you're good, Scott. Damn, that's crazy. Yo, high key, I've been saying it forever, and I don't know if anybody here watches YouTube, but there's tons of people on YouTube that have been saying this for about a year now, but Reddit has turned into a cesspool. Like, there's people who literally call for like, active violence of sitting senators and politicians and presidents and, like, the most disgusting, heinous shit you've ever read online. So I really hope they moderate it, honestly. I've never once thought I would say that out loud. But there is like some insane call for active violence all over Reddit. On both sides. On both sides. It's not just like just against Trump or just against Biden. Like, no, it's on both sides and it's very bad. Anything happens in the real world and it's like everybody on there loses their minds. And they have no actual grip of reality. So like, genuinely, I hope Reddit gets a little bit silenced. Like, I hope it gets moderated a little bit. Because Reddit is insane. Like, there's all kinds of really cool things and funny things and interesting things on there, but there's also the cesspool of people that are just there to just cause violence. I honestly hope Reddit gets a little bit silenced. Non-political Reddit. I mean, there's even, like, parts of it that are non-political that are insane. I used to check it, like, for funny stuff, and then it just started getting, like, really bad. It's like, holy crap, what is going on? Keyboard bat. Yeah, exactly. It's like people behind the keyboard, like, that's all they know. But I will say, Google acquiring them, as Kevo here informed me, that's pretty interesting, honestly, because Reddit does have a lot of people on it. A lot of money rolls through Reddit. So it's not dumb for them to acquire them and maybe try to restructure them. Maybe they see something Reddit doesn't. I don't know. I don't find Google to be a stupid company, so they have to be looking at something we're not seeing. But that would probably be what it is. There's probably some hidden potential here that they could be taking advantage of, like ad revenue or something. Would not be surprised at all. Google and ads go hand in hand. So Reddit being onboarded into their ad program wouldn't even surprise me. A lot of times when I search, I add Reddit to the search term. I don't even have to half the time when I search. It'll be like the AI answer. It'll have like some top links, and then almost some of the conversations under those top links are almost always Reddit or the one that starts with Q. What the hell is Kevo talking about in here? Khalifa Kush? Jimmy that Maui Wowie? What the hell are we talking about in here? But yeah, I'm interested in to see what happens on that. Because that is a huge deal. There's a lot of users on Reddit. That'd be like if someone bought Roblox. Like, do we care about the demographic of children? No. But do we care about the money that might bring in? Yes, very much so. No, you're good, Kevo. I found it funny. I was just lost. I was like, what the hell's going on? Talk about whatever you want, man. Whenever you're chilling and not trading, just have fun. Scott. The fuck happened to Bitcoin? I think you're just seeing, like, just liquidation, really. I don't think it's even really that bad. Because honestly, it's still holding above 75K, which that's kind of my mark to be a little bit cautious. If we were to break this area, I'd be like, all right, this is probably going down a lot more. But I just see it as a little bit of continuation. But nah, you are right though. What the hell happened? Who did it piss off today? Are you winning, son? Yeah. Are we winning, Dad? I made a good amount back when Trump got in office. Yeah, the first time was kind of nice. Or are you talking about when he got in the second time, when it popped? Because it kind of popped, and then since then it's just chilled. But I think too many people are taking, like, the Trump thing too serious. They're like, man, everything's reversing since he got in. It's like, well, one, it has to do with timing. Two, it has to do with tariffs. So I don't know if we could fully... Like, if that would happen to Biden, too, I'd have been like, it's just kind of some shitty timing. But it's not looking good, though. If you look at history for when Republicans set tariffs in the stock market, it is pretty fucked. Most of the time, it's a downside market with a very slight reversal. And then it leans into the next president, which it almost doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat next. They almost end up recovering that market next time. But the last time this happened was 1929, so I don't think it's fair to really look at that and be like, this is going to do that. Because last time that happened, we fell an ungodly amount. I think if we were to do the 1929 move, we'd be at 400-something on SPY. So I can't make that same comparison to 1929. That was a literal black swan. So if we do get more downside, I don't think it'll be to that effect. I don't think we're seeing 400 flat. That's just insane. That was also 1929, if you don't remember U.S. history, by the way, is the beginning of the Great Depression. That is why that was on the back end of the Roaring '20s. So that was why that was so shit. So we're not in the same situation by any means necessary. But I saw a lot of pretty cool comparisons. It was saying how the last time a Republican president set tariffs on the global economy, pretty much, what happened, and it was one of the deadliest drops in stock market history. But a lot of people don't remember that the Great Depression stock market wasn't just shit because of the Great Depression. It was also shit because the sitting president was trying to fix it and basically made it worse. So it wasn't just like the initial effect. It was also the ongoing potential fixes that made it worse. It was like a bunch of stabbing to an already bleeding victim. Yeah, we're in the roaring 20s right now. But I wanted to talk about that because I did see a lot of very popular data, bunch of popular data being shared, and it was pretty much regarding just the last tariff sitting president, and it was, of course, during the Great Depression. So it's not a fair comparison, is what I'm saying. So if you do see that comparison online, just understand it is accurate, but it's not really a fair comparison because we're not in the same scenario. Elon should buy it. No, tariffs are smart. But we're getting an effect on the stock market that wasn't expected. That is for sure. But tariffs are smart because we have very shit deals with most countries. And if you don't like that, it's not whether you're Republican or Democrat. You just don't like America. You know, we really do need better deals with these countries. We're paying countries from before World War II. That's just unheard of. No other country is doing what we're doing, but all these other countries want better deals than we're getting. They all want better deals than we're getting, but they want trade deals with us. Like, how does that make sense? But now it's all about making them better. Also, it's about ending the damn war. I think too many people are taking that serious. It kind of sucks for the stock market because indecisiveness among global leaders and just economics in general is horrible for the stock market. Horrible. Because what does indecision bring? Fear. What does fear bring? Selling. So we have an unwarranted amount of selling in front of us because we don't know what the fuck's going on. Are we going to stop all this? Are we going to actually stop with the tariffs soon? And that's why I talked about the China trade war with y'all, because the China trade war was horrible for that exact same reason. Are tariffs bad? No, they're great. But what is the effect you can get on the stock market from tariffs if you have an indecision in the tariff trade making, in the trade deals? You get a horrible downside turn on the stock market for a long period of time. That's what's bad about it. Tariffs themselves are not bad. It's the effect that can be caused from them if they are not promptly done, right? When we're just dragging our feet through the mud and we're still talking about doing this, doing that, doing more deals with this country, doing more deals with that country, it's just wasting more time. It's causing more indecision. It's causing more fear, which brings more selling. That's all it is. And Dr. J kind of put this in a good way too. He says tariffs are bad short term, but the long term they are very useful. But he is right. The short term is pretty bad. What's up, Maddie? Well, Scott, the big thing, and this isn't a Democrat versus apart from each other, but it's a really big thing amongst Republicans to create tariffs. Republicans are known for having better foreign policies and creating trade deals amongst other nations, whereas Democrats, they just kind of huddle up and we just say, fuck all of you, we're just going to do what we're doing. So it's not that Democrats don't do it, it's just that that's just not their thing. That's more of a Republican thing to create foreign deals. That's just what it is. It's not like Democrats suck or anything. That's just not their thing. Like something that I can give you an example that Democrats are really good at that Republicans suck at is being outspoken. 9 times out of 10, if I was to go into public and ask you who are some of our political leaders, you're going to be able to name, well, Trump, of course, but you're going to name a lot of Democrats, and it's because Democrats are very well outspoken, while Republicans are, I don't know if they're shy or quiet or what's going on, but we just do not get in front of They just do not get in front of cameras. They do not cover stuff. So there's give and take when it comes to that stuff, and that's just facts. I genuinely do not have a skin in the game. I do not vote for either side. I do not vote because it's just pointless. But that's just the fact. So you can't sit there and be like, oh, it's because of Trump. Like, no, this was bound to happen eventually. It just, again, like we said, the short term, this is going to suck. And again, please remember this. The more indecision, the worse this gets. And there is already a lot of indecision. Trump didn't do a lot of these deals as fast as he could have. Or should have, I should say. Maybe not could have, but should have is probably the better word. My bad, Maddie. My bad. I'm talking so much. So what'd you say about this? You said there's a setting. Are you talking about for TradingView? Oh, he said, holy shit, I fixed it. If anyone was curious, there's a setting on TradingView. Exactly, Kevo. It was the too fast of a promise, I would say. And this is exactly why I had that whole month of streams with y'all, and we had like that whole 3-day period where I just ranted about China trade war. Because I'm not shitting y'all. That was the worst shit ever. Because yes, we all love the trade deals. But what sucked about that in the short term? The indecision. That indecision went from a 1-month trade deal to literally for a year and a half. We had an indecisive market where every other week I was telling my chat, tariff this, tariffs that, tariff this, tariffs that. This is my second time around in the tariff war. This is the second tariff war. And it is kind of like the first one, but not at the same time. The first one, just China. Took way too long. This time around, it's multiple countries, and we're taking too long. So that's my point, is we're dragging our feet on some of these trade deals, as well as the, Ukraine deal with the whole war over there. So that's not good either. And now with other factors, war in the Middle East, Russia, China, you figured we would have a pullback, but it's getting dragged more and more. Exactly. It's the indecision that it's causing. My chart was like 100 points off, didn't have an adjust for... Yeah, I was wondering what you were meaning earlier. I was like, I've never had anyone say that to me. But now I see what you're saying. That's kind of cool that there's a setting for that, though, Maddie. Is it noticeable, or is it kind of small, like off to the side or something? Like the setting you found. That's very cool, though. I feel like that should have just been on default, though, right? They should have that on default. A lot of people went cash on their portfolios, 100%, and that's a great thing, honestly. Because like you're gonna find small dips on stocks that you like, where you can take partial buys on, and then a little bit more down the road, if we do take those bigger dips or we have more consolidation and you've built more confidence or trust in the chart, then you can buy more. You have more breadcrumbs on the table. Dude, it was so weird. My 1 minute was already correct, but the 5 wasn't. I was bamboozled at 2 different price. Hey, you're like, what the hell? It doesn't match his. It doesn't match this. It doesn't match mine. The setting was under chart preferences. Okay, so if anybody is on TradingView and they want that to be turned on or off, it's there. That's funny, Maddie. And I think tomorrow, guys, during FOMC, I think tomorrow would be a great time to bring some speakers in here. So if anybody wants that chant to talk in here tomorrow, let me know. Just send me a DM on Discord. Say, hey, I'd like to talk. Probably only going to give the perms to a few people at the beginning. And then we'll just kind of rotate people out. But if you'd like to come on and talk or discuss or whatever, throw your name in the hat. Actually, Maddie, I didn't call you out openly, but I did go check it on my other screen. I was like, what is he talking about? But then I was like, whatever, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I was giving you benefit of the doubt, to be honest with you. That's pretty funny, though. No, you're good, you're good. I'm just glad you figured it out. Because now it's like, we'll never deal with that again. And yeah, Tesla's still struggling with 225 area. Careful now that Apple's looking a little worse with more lower highs in place. This was one of the few tech stocks holding us up. I say holding us up. We haven't been held up at all. But it could have been worse. Apple could have been selling off. Whoops. If anyone in here is looking at SPX, for any more trades on SPX, you really need to see something under this orange level here or over the 56.44. Anything in between that, I would just stick to the range. And how is stream so far, everybody? How am I doing? Be sure to drop a like on the YouTube stream if you're here. Welcome if you're in the Discord stream. Kevo Skywalker reporting for duty. Welcome. These are the droids you're looking for. Please take them off my hands. /NQ. Might as well pull that up for you NQ nerds. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Dude, I need a personal setting on here that's like 35 or something. 50 is too much. I am out. I need to conserve my phone battery because without it, I will be lost in this country. Fair enough, Will. Be safe on your... I guess it's a vacation. I hope you have fun, man. That's funny. Doing great. Back to your usual cheerful self. Welcome. Glad to have you, Sonia. And yeah, honestly, I'm glad to be back on the streams. We did a literal whole month of YouTube streams. So to the public face, we were probably gone for like 2 months or a month and a half. But in reality, we were literally here the whole time, grinding in silence. With the group, so it's been fun. But glad to be here back for some of the public streams, and I'm definitely going to be sprinkling in some of the member streams again, though, because those were way too much fun to not do again. been awesome. Been pretty chill. Thank you, Garden. And thank you for all your updates. I've been looking through all the posts in chat, but even when I was gone, I still saw you all over the Post Charts channel. You and Alexis. Teractus I saw in there a couple times. It's a crazy name. Teractus. Your today's post, Garden, is 10 out of 10 too. I really like this. I hope people actually mark that or something. Oh, do you have the inside bar indicator on? I just realized you have that thing. Oh, you do? Yeah, because that's an outside bar. 3, 1, 1. Nice. Yeah, I don't have it on, but I think that might be the only outside strategy that I actually kind of like. Just because of how it's formatted. It's like, this is this, this is that, and then it's all coded. It's like our system, except organized. You know, our entry types are thrown all over the place, but theirs are just straight up like 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 4. Like, okay. But once you understand it all, it's like, oh, this makes sense. But yeah, I love that. I love this strat. That's probably the only outside strategy I've actually enjoyed and full respect for, because it's just logical price action. All right, so this is what's moving the market today, if anybody wants to hear about it. Returning to downtrend after a short reprieve, increased geopolitical tensions after reports of an Israeli airstrike on Gaza, waiting for any market-moving news related to President Trump and President Putin called today to discuss ending the war in Ukraine, and digesting a slate of economic data. And then on tomorrow, we have FOMC, FOMC. Like right here, and I'm not complaining about Mike, but this is a really good example for a lot of you who've been kind of struggling with reading some of his messages. But right here, he says, real talk, new tariffs today, did I miss it? Like, that's what I'm talking about. I can instantly tell you someone who's been reading way too much social media or reading way too much shit online. Because if you come into the market every day and you're expecting tariff news, there's something wrong with you. Tariff news isn't even on the plate today. Putin, Ukraine, I almost said Ukraine, these are on the plate today, not more tariffs. Like, yes, we are still dealing with that, but that's not happening every day. No, more news isn't coming out. And yeah, like React said too, Reddit is not the. He also said can't trust Reddit no more. Like I would never check Reddit for my stock market news. And I'm not hating on him. It's just like, damn, man, focused on the wrong shit. And it messes up your mental, and then you allow it to just like exist for no reason. Sorry guys, I'm having to type out the damn briefing thing because it's not letting me screenshot on my computer for some reason. Waiting for any market. It's amazing to me how less than 100 people use this website every day. But in my opinion, it's been by far the most accurate, non-biased, just straight up to the point news website. Like I don't have to read a bunch of junk about all this other stuff. But yeah, if you guys ever need help, trade floor, yeah, I read it. But make sure you're going to that briefing.com website and you click on the stock market update tab. I am not even sponsored or partnered or any kind of thing with this website or the people who own it. I've just actually found it to be one of the only useful news sources. And you don't even have to make an account. You can use it for free. But there's also news. Like right here, it says, I could scroll down and say Meta and Google Wait communication services are down. Why is that? And it talks about how Google's responding to acquiring Wiz, a cloud security platform for $32 billion in cash. Then you scroll down, it's got more stuff on the Dow. And instead of it just saying, it'll give you this update that says geopolitical tensions, the Gaza Strip, all that stuff. But it won't just say that. It'll even give you further in-depth info under that. So, I really like it because it's just like, I don't know, it's straight to the point. It amazes me how I've shared that website for years and I still have to hear someone talk about Reddit on my trade floor. I genuinely don't understand, like, we find this website and some people are still using Reddit. That's insane to me. I capitalized the U in Ukraine, but not the P in Putin. It really doesn't feel like Ukraine or Putin want it to stop yet, though. So I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be another thing on top of the tariffs conversation, where just like it's not really the news itself that's fucking us; it's the indecision and how long it might take. That's going to screw the stock market. And if that's two things happening at the same time, I can only imagine how much more selling is still left. Maddie, I didn't even see you said that till just now. The need to get work done is less than the desire to sit and stare at price. That's actually bars. I'm going to pin that one. That'll be today's pinned message for the stream. Actual bars. The need to get work done is less than the desire to sit and stare at price. That is to legit be on a t-shirt. I'm going to tweet that. Just so I can remember it forever. New low of day on SPY. NQ possibly following. Holy shit, I haven't had to update anything in a minute. My brain was like, what? What's going on? The need to get work done is less than the desire to sit and stare at price. I'll do something eventually. Yeah, I'll move, I swear. I just need to watch a little longer. New low of day on SPY. We're getting continuation to that level. Let's see if we get through the level. Which, again, we talked about this. We talked about needing to slow down. And I haven't really seen anything show us anything for buyers. So this might be more energy built up for more selling. This could also be that liquidity grab we talked about. Maybe we dip under. In the next few minutes, we take it back again. Just to create that inconvenience. Holy, haven't got to say this in forever. Moon Koi. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Welcome to the loyalty member supporter role. I think I've seen your name before, and I think you've had it before, but just in case you don't know, if you go to membership here and you scroll down, there's actually a ton of content here for you. But glad to see you on the channel. Welcome. Everybody welcome Moon Koi to the group. Moono Koi. I am definitely saying that wrong. We're glad to have you. Thank you for signing up. Appreciate you. And make sure to go through that content. There is a ungodly amount of really, really big content in that section. I don't like to just do the streams for that role because it feels like I'm charging people for nothing. So I make sure to go out and put out as much stuff in there as I can that's actually useful for what we do here. So if you ever miss a stream, you still have stuff you can go watch, and it's not really the end of the world. But I appreciate you for signing up. Thank you for being here. Drop base drop. Definitely looks like it, Maddie. Good call out. I stepped away for a minute. What did I miss? Looks like nothing. Bitcoin is still ranging. Scott. Robert! Oh my god, let's go! 2 people got it. Do I do the intro again for Robert? For the lulz? Robert, you let me know if you need to hear that again. But welcome as well. Is this our other Rob or is this a different Rob? I want to say it's a different Rob because his name is Robert on here. But thank you guys, seriously. Let's go. Fucking awesome stream today so far. I appreciate that. I don't know why I do that so much. I place my keyboard up. I'm weird. I place my keyboard up on like the front of my like monitor, like the little lip of it, so it's like angled up a little bit because it's too flat. And then sometimes I drop it back down when I'm done, and it lands on my finger almost every single time. I know, I have insane foresight. Don't even. Hey, don't reply. Don't reply in trade floor. No, he's right. I did kind of start that. That's my fault. I did technically start that conversation. But y'all were also correct to tell him to move it to off topic. At least he was like honest with like what he was saying. Like, I'd rather him be aggressive and tell the truth than be aggressive and be a dick, and totally just making shit up. At least he was like saying what's up. And he is right. I did technically start it. It's also a weird subject on that one because, um, you could say Trump was right when he was talking to Zelensky, but he was also wrong at the same time. Because Zelensky was right about the whole Russia kind of breaking their promises thing. This has literally been a thing 3 or 4 times now. This wouldn't even be the 5th time. So, I mean, you got to know Zelensky probably is being a little greedy, but at the same end of things, he is probably trying to, like, get real assurances that are like, hey, yes, I want to make deals, but I don't want us to get invaded right after. So it's probably mixed with greed, but also, like, assurances of, like, please let us not get attacked after we actually get these deals made. Which, if again, that's probably going to take time too. So you might as well throw that on top of the cake of stuff we got to wait on. Wait on. Wait, lag to death. Where was this meme at that I missed? I'm sorry. Was it in trade floor? Wait, did you actually post a meme in the memes channel? Oh my god. Someone's using the chat correctly. You have been sentenced to death by... What the fuck? Yo, does she not look like the mom from Breaking Bad? Like, from a distance, it kind of looks like her. What the hell? Lag? Lag. What time is it where you are right now? Are you in my time zone? It's 10:12 where I am, and he said, I have finally fully woken up. You've been here since I started streaming. You were here spiritually until about 3 minutes ago. You were here spiritually. All right, sorry for no updates here recently, guys. Do we have any questions or anything about the market today? The beginning of the stream was pretty exciting because we actually got some really good movement, good levels were breaking, multiple weights were pulling back down, pretty much everything but Apple, it felt like. But yeah, today was pretty clean, honestly, movement-wise. Does anybody have any questions about any of the call-outs from earlier, whether it was from me or any of the guys in the chat or any of the posts in chat, or any questions about anything we've gone over? Nice update post by Kevo on the trade floor, actually, as I'm saying it. See? PVEC, respect. We can bump heads with PVEC, and there's still respect. Like, I don't understand why this kind of thing can't happen more. We need more PVECs in this world. Like, you're allowed to bump heads and still be perfectly fucking fine. Like, it's insane to me that, like, so many times do I see people bump heads and it's like the end of the world. Like, come on. Over stupid stuff, too. It's never, like, anything of, like, real sustenance. But no, but it wasn't his fault though. Like, he was just trying to conversate. Technically, he wasn't. I was the one talking about it. It wasn't his fault. Shut up, lag. I can see the shirts now. Yeah, the shirts are gonna say the need to get work done is less than the desire to sit and stare at price. Take care, BB team, and enjoy your day. I will see you all again tomorrow. See you, Sonia. Thank you for being here. Smashing buttons. Me going back to my monitor. I tell this to my nephew from time to time. You were right, yes, but you were also a dick. It's always the nephew of the family. They're always, like, the most honest. Good morning, Bueller. Good morning, chat. What's up, HVAC Will? It's our other Will. Wait, HVAC Will and Unsoughtful Devil. Y'all are two different people, right? Imagine I just connected the dots. I saw that, Kang. The triple collat. Or was it a double collat? Whatever it is, he like does a fadeaway shot. He hits like 2 or 3 people in the head. With 1 bullet. Let me go get my BB shirt. Wait, really? I don't even think many people in here will have one of those because they're so old and we didn't even send that many out. They do exist, though. Telling myself so we don't get greedy. Yeah, I know. You almost have to. You almost have to remind yourself. Because there is those chances it does give more movement, but it's like I said before, it's better that you take the lesser of 2 evils. Because one of them you're more in control, one of them you have almost 0 control. Oh no, DJ. Do I even want to click on this? A BB shirt that's the collective names of people who got burned in chat? Oh, that'd be funny. Yo, DJ, can I click on this? Or am I about to click into something I don't want to hear? 2 different people? Okay, thank you, HVAC Will. I had to make sure, because I was like... In my head, you're like the same person. You're like 2 hardworking people that just sometimes drop in and are just like super chill every time I see you. So like, you're almost like the same personality in my head. And you both happen to have the same name. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever met a person that goes by Will and they weren't like the nicest, chillest person I've ever met. I used to work with a Will back in the day and he was like fucking nicest, funniest, chillest dude I've ever met. And then now we got HVAC Will and we got Unsoughtful Devil, who's also, I think his name is Will, if I remember correctly. Okay, Doc Death. Yeah, I'm not clicking that. Actually, you know what? I am going to click it because I need to double check what the hell this is. Hold on, I got to put my headset on. I love that you put it in trade for. Oh my god. Oh my god. That might be the greatest out of context cut clip of my voice ever. Oh my god. And it's me talking about what a Carolina Reaper feels like inside of you. You literally just cut off the beginning of my story. Oh my god. Dude, if you were, let's say you like sent that to somebody who's never talked to me ever in your life, and that was the first clip you heard of me, you would stay far away from me if that was the first clip you heard. That is crazy. Yo, that is actually witchcraft how you did that. The first part of it, I was like, this has to be edited. And I was like, no, wait, this is when I was talking about the Reaper. He said, I bet it's extra small. What a bitch. Oh my god, dude. When the 1000% hits and then it's that odd. Yeah. Bro, not gonna lie, DJ might have actually gotten the best out of context clip ever. Of me, at least. That's pretty bad. I stopped listening towards the end because I'm like, no way. No way I said all of that like that. Man. That one's actually got me. Like, go listen to that and just, like, try not to laugh. That's actually pretty bad. Never share that publicly is basically what I'm saying. Bueller's second public stream after a month and a half of not doing a public stream. That's what we get out of it. I teach you how to clip and this is what I get. That's funny. No, yeah, Maddie, it's bad. At first, like, it kind of sounds like, I guess I'm stuttering, so it kind of sounds like it's, like, edited, too. Like, it sounds like an algo version of me. But in reality, it was me talking about that Reaper. That was actually the clip. Honestly, if somebody hits me up and be like, nah, man, that's edited. None of my members are fucking me, man. You know, AI, these days, it's 2020, the big AI, you know. They're just making videos and stuff. I'm talking about the Carolina Reaper, the pepper that you eat. I was talking about what it feels like when you eat it, and I was explaining it's so hot you can feel it inside of your body throughout the entire process. Like, until it's out of your body, you could feel where in your body it is. It's so hot. I'm not even joking. But that clip is crazy. Like, I can't believe you got me like that. That's crazy. Then a Scotch bonnet? What is that? Scotch bonnet. Here. I'll do the Google search with you. So, what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. So this is the pepper you're asking about, right? You said the Scotch bonnet, or what? How the hell you pronounce that? They typically fall within the heat range of 100,000 to 350,000 Scoville units. Now, take that number into account, right? Just keep that in your head for a second. Oh, that's cool. This one gets an AI overview, and this one doesn't. The Carolina Reaper, as you can see in this image. Stop with all this. Holy shit. The Carolina Reaper is between 1.4 and 2.2 million. Which, before this crap was invented, this was actually the #1 hot pepper in the world. So at the time when I ate it, it was the #1. But apparently it's not anymore. Whatever the hell that is. Oh no, it is the hottest pepper. That must be some sort of spice people use. No, it's mentioned here too. Never mind. It's definitely not the hottest anymore. What is that? Whatever that is. That must be like pure demon sauce. Capsaicin. I can't even spell that. Pura. Okay, it's okay. Never mind. This doesn't count as a pepper. Okay, so that's still the #1. This is like the legit shit from it. Okay. But yeah, it's pretty hot. Like I said, this is not even at 1 million. The weakest one is at 1.4 million. That is what it looks like, too. It looks like a scary little devil, doesn't it? But yeah, so that was what I was talking about in that clip. God, DJ and his AI overview editing and just I just can't with this guy, man. Bro really bro really got Grok to replay my voice. I've never talked about like that before. That's crazy. Raised a few dozen of those pepper plants for a guy last year. No idea. He must have been killing people with them. I mean, it's really weird, but like that one actually makes some of the greatest salsa ever. So like a lot of like people who make their personal salsa will buy that pepper because it has the best flavor, but it's fucking hot. Like you know when you're eating it. Also, I believe they used part of that for some of the chip challenge crap, and then there were off brands that used it, so it actually started getting used a lot more. So I really don't know why people were making them. That's what he said. Very little of it. Oh, okay. Damn, so you actually grew those for him. Okay, so you've seen them up close then. Damn, you should have taken a bite, man. He's like, fuck that. Oh, you knew? Oh, he was making salt. Okay, yeah. See, that's the only thing I've read about it is that it's heavily used for salsa because it is one of the greatest tasting peppers. But I find that so hard to believe because it's like once you've tasted it, you'll know what I mean. Like, weren't any peppers on him yet when he got them? Oh, damn. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool then. Yeah, I ordered them from this like website. You can like straight up order from this website. I got like a seed and then like two peppers, and then they gave me the seed for free because I ordered 2 or 3 peppers. They're pretty expensive, I won't lie, but it was kind of cool how it came in. Came in this like big ass like container, like a little styrofoam or whatever. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, lag to death. I just saw what he said. He said, "Oh yeah, Reaper was his name," and then he said, "Bruh, salt be spicy to me. I'm good." Yeah, you see, I'm not kidding. Like, I actually ate a real one. It was in the millions. I wasn't playing around. I'll never do it again, but it was worth. It was worth the 2 hours of pain that followed, and then the next day. Shout out to Eric, by the way. His trade review is kind of nasty. Please check out the trade review channel. If you guys haven't already and you have been taking trades, please take your time to go post your own in there as well. But it's always really cool because sometimes people are like, you know, I understand what you're saying, Bueller, this and that, but sometimes it's nice to see it from someone else, and that's exactly where you can do that. You can go in there and you can see people, your any day person that's in this chat, and I almost said your average person, but the people in my chat are not average. The people in my chat are definitely above average. But it's really cool to get some insight from them because most of them are also kind of like you. They're kind of in a seat where they kind of understand what they're looking for. They're just trying to get more reps. And a lot of these guys in here are getting really good reps recently. So please, please, please check those out. Really good post today as well. But you can go back and check previous days. And cool practice too. You can do mental reps if you are not ready for real money trading. You're just trying to get some reps and just trying to get an understanding of what you're going for. I definitely advise that. Put me on a BB shirt, and with that, more off-topic chat that I started again. trade floor will never be the same. You grew the ghost peppers too? That spicy pepper seed is expensive? Wait, what message was retracted by Dr. J? Did anybody get that? I wonder if you can go back and stream and see a message before it gets deleted, like, in real time. I've never tried that out. We should test that. I should have all of you, like, retract your messages at the very end of stream and see if it works. Could someone could say something and then take it back, and then you could be like, well, what'd they say? And then never see it. They could be like, Bueller, you suck, and then delete it really quick. I just see message retracted. It's crazy. I'm typing out possible pop to 562.50, or we're getting the break under for 557s. It's crazy. I'm like, we're sitting here talking about like a $5-6 range almost, and that's just where we are now. That's not even the whole range of the day. Good update to JC and Chimera. I like that. That's what I'm talking about. Just like small context. That's good. JC, how have you been? How is my Hawaiian warrior? Even though you're not in Hawaii. Wait, what was the reason we say aloha so much? Wasn't it just because you say it, or are you actually from Hawaii? Doing well? Good. I forgot to check on you while I was gone. I don't know why he's typing it so much. I only typed it once. He said, sorry, I'm bored at this meeting. You lived in Hawaii for a short time, that's right. I only started saying it because you say it all the time. You started a new job yesterday. Do you like, or I guess I can't say do you like it. You don't know that. You probably won't know that yet, but do you think you're like gonna like it so far? Is it a new job entirely, like a new career path, or is it the same, like, stuff, just new place? We shall see. I hope you end up liking it. I hope it's awesome. It's an entirely new company? Okay, cool. Well, good for you. That's the kind of good news we need to be hearing around here more. Finally, good news! It's tariff this and Trump that. I just wanted one good piece of news today. Coin is down 4% now, 4.15%. Absolutely disgusting. We gotta check a couple of those individual equities, actually. Coin might be basing out, actually. Nvidia getting a little bit of basing. Apple, possible liquidity grab, 213. Microsoft, watch for control at 383s. If all of those things happen, I could see some curl up on the market right now, but we really need to see all that happen at the same time. So this curl up could be really slow and ugly, which might actually be the best curl up we could get. You really want it to be slow and ugly. And this is the exact... I'm not joking. I'm not even trying to be cocky right now. This is the exact scenario I said in today's stream. I said, I hope we make a new low. I hope we make a new low here. I hope we retake. I hope we curl up. Because you don't just get a perfect hold of a level all the time. Sometimes you do get the new low, and that's what I mean by that liquidity grab. So, is this meaning we're definitely going up? No. We need all those weights to curl up together. But, it is a good sign. That liquidity grab definitely potentially helping out. Not really sealing the deal, but I could definitely see us smacking whatever this lower high is right here to get that test in. So right under 562. If we do end up failing and falling under, 557s will probably happen very quick. Why do we know that that will happen very quick? Because we are most likely going to be curling up. So if that is going to happen, it's going to be unexpected. And most times an unexpected move happens, it's very quick. Because a lot of people are going to be looking at weights right now, and they're going to be thinking this is curling up, when in reality, it's probably about to do one more little dip and then a retake. And if it does just jump up, well, then it's like, okay, you shouldn't have been jumping on that anyway. It's too early. But it is a good potential sign that we are probably near low of day or have already created low of day. You don't want to jump the gun. You want to be really passive when you're looking at these potential buy the dip setups, because it might not be a buy the dip setup. It might be more selling. A really good way to track this is, like I said before, track your lower highs, track your lows. Which, those are not going where I'm marking. That's awesome. Track your lower highs, track your lows. Track your lows. You know, where is this all stuck between? And you can kind of go level to level with it from recent price action. And thank you guys for all the likes on the stream. Those actually help out a ton. Getting almost 40 likes on today's stream is crazy. Y'all are always good for it, though. Thank you. So I'd look for one more dip before becoming a buyer here. You want that one more fake dip to happen to give yourself more of that confidence in it going up. Compared to it only happening once, you're kind of just going off of luck. So, sellers looking for a continuation. You're still bearish. Buyers looking for one more retake. So a loss and retake of that level would be absolutely beautiful for them. Does that make sense to everybody, though? Because I don't want you to think you only need to see it once for it to happen. Sometimes, given this scenario today with us being down, nothing but seller confirmations, that is something you're going to need to look for before absolutely turning bullish again. Because that's just not fair. You don't get to just flip bullish just because you thought we fell enough. That's not consistent. Just chill and let us get to 50. That Intel seller of 2634 FU. Tobias going outside of his house, looking up into the sky and going, "Fuck you, Intel seller." What I don't get, I have YouTube Premium. Why can't I disable shorts? Play with my algo, like the basic stuff. Wait, what do you mean? You're saying to disable the algo on your shorts? I didn't even know you could do that. I thought it was all related to the algo. I think there is two different algos, though, Tobias, if that makes sense. I think your video feed is connected to one completely different algo compared to your shorts algo. Because my shorts connect nothing to the videos that I watch. And I think that's why. I think there's two different algorithms. But I could be wrong. I could be absolutely 100% wrong. If there's a way to disable that, please don't. Please show me. Oh, you don't want shorts at all. That's what you're saying. I don't disagree with you. I said it before, Tobias. I said ever since the fall of Vine, it's been different. Reels and shorts, man, they're completely... It's a different ball game. Tobias. Alright, so nobody's confused about that retake. We're all good on that. Hey, JC, it's only working if you don't enjoy what you're doing, though. I like your mindset. Especially when we are the especially when I'm trying to lead it. Someone's got to start the damn train. That's such a good point, Garden. Do we have any questions or anything that I need to review or go over? I think I am going to end the stream here pretty soon. We're almost in the lunchtime window for the New York session. Any plans moving forward? It needs to kind of really be focused around this 560 level down here at this low, as well as the barrier above our head. That not just 562.50, but 564 as well. So kind of keeping intact that if we are stuck between that, that's pretty much where we'll end up. If we get a break under 559.66, we are most likely making it down to 557s before the end of the day. And also keeping in the back of our mind that if we get a loss and retake of the 560 area for a second time, not just on the 1 minute, but on the 5 minute, it will look really good for a potential test of 562.50s. Does anybody have any questions on anything before I head out? I'll give you guys like 5-10 minutes so you can get any questions out you might need to type out or think of or whatever, or anything you need me to look at. But this is the time to do it. I want to try to keep the end of the streams for where all the questions, and I answer questions midstream as well, but I mean like all the extra stuff that we can definitely save for later. This is the time for that. because I don't want to. I don't want to go over something in DMs and then that's like I cover it there and then I go over it again in DMs and then I do the same. I have the same conversation 100 times. I'd rather have it like once or twice on stream and then we can refer back to it. I also highly recommend checking out yesterday's stream if you need something else to kind of check out or watch through. Somebody went back and watched it at 1.5x speed and got everything out of it, but there's a lot of really awesome conversations from yesterday's stream, the random charting stream that we had yesterday. I would definitely check that out. Yo, what's up, Elisa? I was actually just about to end the stream, but I saw your awesome profile pic pop up. How you doing? I was just seeing if anybody had any questions or anything. And make sure to be here again tomorrow, guys. We got the pre-market prep we'll do, and we'll lead that into the lunchtime session like we did today. Yeah, that was John. That was you, John G. Yeah, no, honestly, your comment was super fire, dude. I even like retweeted your comment because that was pretty cool of you. Right here, he said, "I'm sad I missed this live, but watch this entire thing at 1.5x speed on the boss's dime. Legend. I'm extremely grateful every one of your streams, your words of wisdom, blah 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 blah." It was right here. He said it resonates with them. Rant and all. Thank you for all the breakdowns because there really is like. He said a gold mine of info. I'm not like saying that to like cheer anybody up or like hype it up or anything. Like I don't get anything out of more views on a fucking stream. Like if we're being honest, that doesn't do anything. It's just like that stream yesterday. We just straight up talked the whole stream, and it was just so much stuff, so much just important content that are a part of the system and how a lot of the people trade in here. And yeah. This video got 500 views? Jesus. This was like the random funny video we made. I was just tired of pulling up all those clips, so I just made it myself. Because, like, these are probably the best moments that we've all witnessed. So I had to make us a little compilation. We'll have to do another one, though. We'll have to do another, like, montage of, like, funny moments that we actually were kind of around for. This video is goated. This is the original video, I believe. The overnight gap method. Super OP. This video should have 451,000 views on it. Honestly, I'm glad it doesn't, because now we can use this and it'll keep being effective. I think if everybody knew it existed, it wouldn't be as effective. So it's probably good no one knows how the gap fib works, just us. The seminar sessions, too. I forgot about this stuff. I've done a bunch of those. Oh, that isn't the original. This is the original. It was uploaded before. It's funny how many videos don't have thumbnails and some of them have like a super nice thumbnail. Huh. Damn, the scalp trading series was 2 years ago. That was fire. I replayed what I missed. Damn, nice, Maddie. Good for you. I'm not even joking when I say that, like, because let's be realistic. Not everybody likes to replay long live streams. So I honestly am serious when I say that. Like, if you are really taking time to take time out of your day and go back and watch those streams and, like, even if you watch it in 1.5x speed, I don't care. I would do the same thing because it's just so long, you know? Save some time and get through it quicker. I think it's super cool that people do that because I find that really hard to do on just, like, stuff that entertains me, you know? So when it comes to something like this, it's like a completely different ballgame. So, seriously, props to anyone in here who actually does take the time to do that. You're looking at hum. No move on it yet. Oh, it's Humana. I don't know why when I think of hum, I always think of Yum Brands, but I think I don't know why the H always fucks with me. Put the H before the W. Damn, this is an interesting chart, though. If you looked at it like this, you'd be like, what the hell? But it is actually where that big spike is, too. Honestly, you might need to go to the monthly on this kind of chart. Yeah. That's very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th month inside of October. They haven't made a new high or a new low since October. That's interesting. See, these are the things Leland would find that I wouldn't normally find. Coin's down 5% now. That poor thing. Alright, do we have any questions or comments or anything? So later, King gonna head to class and hop on later. I see you, man. John Stewart joined. Welcome, John Stewart. Alright, I think I'll end the stream there. Thank you guys again, everybody who showed up, commented, updated, replied, whatever. Any amount of support, thank you for being here. See you guys later. See you guys in tomorrow's stream. If you guys have any more updates or anything, please drop them in the trade floor, the results review channel, or the post charts channel. Really, wherever you want. Just try to keep it a little organized. But yeah, see you guys later on. Thank you guys again for the stream. And yeah, that's it.